organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up today on this live Friday edition of Daily Iowan TV, approved. Find out what UI Athletic Facility is getting a big renovation. And learn what new mobile phone app the UI Police just unveiled to keep students safe.
Let's see if Iowa football can go 3-0 in trophy games this season.
It's not going to be easy against number 10 Wisconsin. We tell you why next.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Noah Gowdy. You will no longer have to walk home alone thanks to the new UI Hawk Watch app. Introduced by the UI Department of Public Safety, the Hawk Watch app allows users to invite friends and family to act as their guardian as they walk from one location to another. The app is free and anyone can download the app by searching Rave Guardian in the App Store or Google Play Store. As the cold weather sets in, along comes with it is the flu season. Daily Iowan reporter Nikki Crossway tells us why it is important to get the vaccination as soon as possible.
This is Nikki Crossway out here at the Coral Ridge Mall. I'm with the VNA of the Johnson County, about to personally get my own flu shot.
While flu season usually peaks between the months of December and March, health officials say you should get the flu vaccine as early as October. The vaccine, administered through a needle into your bicep, can take up to 2 weeks to immunize the patient.
You can get a mild case of flu and not even know it, but you can give it to somebody else whom it kills, and flu is a killer.
Seasonal flu is a serious disease that causes illness, hospitalizations, and deaths. Public health agencies and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend everyone be vaccinated.
Every age group, 6 months to 100 years, should get it, even over 100.
Most insurance companies cover the $33 vaccine that you can get at any VNA clinic, local doctor office, or CVS drugstore. Reporting in Iowa City, Nikki Crossway, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, it is sure feeling like fall here in Iowa City. Let's toss it over to Sam Adelman in the weather studio to see if these cool temperatures are here to stay. Sam?
Thanks, Noah. Today we can expect afternoon high of 57 degrees with clear sunny skies, and at night the temperature will drop to 44 degrees. It will be a little chilly start to our daily tomorrow with temperature in the low 40s, but we will warm up to 67 degrees as we cheer on our Hawkeyes. And now for your 6-day forecast. Sunday we will warm up to the low 70s at night, and we can expect temperature to be in the low 40s. Monday and Tuesday will be clear skies and will reach a high of the low 60s, and on Wednesday showers and thunderstorms possible. And that's all for your weather this week. Back to you, Noah.
After working at the UI since 2001, Associate Professor Rebecca Cowell has stepped onto the new stage as head of dance department. Daily Iowan TV reporter Zhao Li has more.
The moment I took my first dance class, I just had an experience of uniting the physical parts of myself and also the intellectual and the more spiritual.
As a 19-year-old college student at that time, Professor Cowell had no idea that taking her first ever dance class could change her whole life, and she had never looked back after that.
I was hired by the University of Iowa in 2001. I like to think about my work here with students as being an impetus to getting them to start thinking about finding their voice as artists.
Professor Cowell said her colleagues in the dance department also gave her a lot of support. They've not only teach students how to dance and perform well, but also how to take dancing seriously and professionally in the sense of contributing to creative research.
That's something that we have a history of doing in our department, and that's something that I want to continue as chair to support, to provide opportunities for students to really work with faculty choreographers and professional choreographers really on the front lines of creative research.
And not only with that, the dance department is also working hard to attract more students to join them. and they're excited to welcome this group to the University of Iowa campus. Reporting in Halsey Hall in Iowa City, Jelly, Day Iowan TV.
Kinnick Stadium is getting a makeover. The Iowa Board of Regents approved an $89.9 million revitalization plan of the north end zone. Some enhancements include new restrooms, improved concessions, and a new video board.
One of the goals in this project is to offer something for everyone. So we'll have bleacher seats, we'll have chair backs, we'll have premium seating in the form of a club, some small box-type premium opportunities, some deck areas. So we'll have a little bit of something for people at all levels and of all interests.
The renovation will take nearly 3 years to complete and will begin after the 2016 season. I know I'm excited to see those new changes to Kinnick Stadium. Let's toss it over to Taylor and Katie in the sports studio for all things Hawkeye football. Ladies.
Thanks, Noah. I'm so sad I'm not going to really be able to see it because it will take 3 years, but I'm planning a trip back.
Oh, yeah. I know. 2019, which is a long ways away, but it'll be really cool, I think.
Oh, for sure. As far as Iowa this season, though, they seem to be playing better on the road rather than inside Kinnick Stadium, as they currently have lost 2 straight on their home turf.
Yeah, it's been kind of strange. It seems like they have a little bit more momentum at away games, so hopefully they can bring that to Kinnick Stadium this week. But as for this week, there seems to be a new injury within Iowa football. Not as bad as last year, though. But hey, that's Iowa football.
Oh, it sure is. Kirk Ferentz is hopeful that Cole Croston and Boone Myers will be ready to go. Croston was not listed on the depth chart this week, but Myers is. As far as George Kittle, he is listed, but regardless if he plays or not, this team's got it covered. I tell you how.
The next man in has been Iowa football's main motto the last 2 seasons. And it came into play once again on Saturday against Purdue when George Kittle came out in the first quarter. His status is still a question mark going into Saturday.
They were concerned on Saturday. There might be a fracture. I mean, that was word given to me during the game. And since that time, he's had MRI x-rays, and the specialists have looked at it and said everything's good. So it really just depends on what he can do, how he can progress in the next couple days' time. And we're not going to rule him out.
This team isn't worried, though, as junior walk-on Peter Picard has already been a part of more snaps this year than any other season.
I think George has done a real good job bringing us along and teaching us the ropes and finally getting out there and experiencing some playing time. And I think I've matured and I finally really feel like I have a good grasp of the offense.
Picard is still waiting for his first reception of his college career, but he focuses more on the blocking aspect instead.
Whenever my number's called, hopefully I'll be open. I'm ready for it. I just do whatever the coaches ask. Each game plan is different each week, and I just do whatever is going to help the team. And obviously George is a huge pass threat, so I just do what I can to help the team.
Pete's a good player. He does a great job in the run game block, and he actually, Akram's long run right before half last week, he made a huge block that kind of set him free in that, right before half, the 75-yard run. And he does a good job blocking.
Behind Picard is true freshman Noah Fant, who was the highest ranked recruit out of Nebraska last year. Fant even got his first touchdown of his collegiate career against Purdue.
Obviously was thrown in the fire the last couple weeks, with some injuries and whatnot, but he's been doing really well. Keeps to improve. I mean, each week's a new challenge, and we keep on improving each week.
Peter Picard is actually from Wisconsin, so this will be a really fun game for him. As far as Noah Fant, unfortunately, we weren't able to talk to him, as we can't talk to two freshmen. Found out that was the year that was put on a rule, 10 years ago, that we can't talk to true freshmen. But oh well.
Yeah, it is kind of sad to see injuries like this happen, but it's also really cool to see these young players step up.
Oh, exactly. Well, considering this will be Iowa's first ranked opponent of the year, with Wisconsin sitting at number 10 in the nation, it's got to be making fans a little anxious. I sure am.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we sent our talk around experts, Liv and Colin, out to get the vibe. Take it away, guys.
Well, Olivia, this weekend's matchup against the Badgers is actually the first ranked matchup for the year for the Hawkeyes.
That's right, Colin, and we took campus to check out what fans think about the big game this Saturday. Big game against Wisconsin. What are your plans?
I am going to tailgate. One of my friends' parents are coming, so we're going to have a huge tailgate with them right by the stadium.
Sounds like a lot of food.
Lots of food. We love food.
Who would win, a Badger or a Hawkeye?
Definitely a Hawkeye. We could fly and I don't know. We have the advantage, the height advantage.
I mean, yeah, flying is a pretty cool thing. I think I'd want flying too.
So you're a cheerleader, so you definitely have a touchdown dance.
Yes.
What would that be?
IOWA.
IOWA. Yeah. You just get the flags or whatever.
Yeah.
There. Okay, cool.
I think I'd do the Joe Horn cell phone under the goalpost though. I mean, that'd be mine. Yeah.
As well, Chad Johnson / Ocho Cinco had some great ones as well, like the putting one. Yep.
Shout out to Ocho Cinco.
I would dab really, really fast. Like repeatedly dab. Just like that. Yeah, that was it.
You ran into CJ Beathard right now. What would you say to him?
That I should be quarterback.
No stick to basketball, just switch to football?
No, I'm great at everything.
All right, guys. Big game on Saturday. Number 10 ranked Wisconsin. Really good team, pretty tough defense. What do you think?
I think that the Hawkeyes have a good chance of winning it because I'm a believer.
That's a good answer.
Well, Colin, even after a couple of questionable touchdown dances, the fans are still pretty excited for the game.
That's right, Olivia. You can tell they're definitely hoping that this year's outcome is just like last year's game where the Hawkeyes came out with the W.
Well, that's right. Back to you guys in the sports studio.
Well, obviously there's a lot of excitement for the game this weekend. But as we said before, everybody knows that Iowa's game this weekend against Wisconsin will not be an easy one. So let's take a closer look at what's coming to Kinnick Stadium. Wisconsin is coming to Kinnick Stadium after 2 consecutive losses to Michigan and Ohio State. Also looking for revenge from last year, no doubt. And this game will likely determine the rest of Iowa's season. But they're well aware this is one of the toughest teams they will play all season.
We know that it's going to be intense, and it's always a dogfight with Wisconsin.
A great opportunity for us to define our season, just like last year when we played them. It's going to define what kind of season we're going to have and what kind of team we are at this point.
Got a good record, and more importantly, they've got a good football team that really plays well. And again, it doesn't seem to matter if they're on the road or at home. They play good football.
The Wisconsin offense has dangerous running backs and wide receivers that can step up against tough teams. 2 to watch are wide receiver Jazz Peavy and running back Corey Clement.
When you got a team that can run the ball as well and throw the ball in the air, it's going to be difficult.
Last week against Ohio State, the Badgers posted over 200 yards in passing and rushing each. They were also the first team to score a rushing touchdown against the Buckeyes this season.
Our offensive line is a little bit younger than it usually is, but it's the same size, same schemes they've been having for a lot of gap schemes, running the ball downhill, and they have very physical, explosive backs.
Now the Badger defense is ranked 3rd in the Big Ten. And since 2013, they've allowed their opponents an average of only 16.8 points per game, with only 8 total touchdowns scored against the Badgers in their first 6 games.
A lot of physicality in their linebackers and their D-line. I'd say it's our toughest challenge yet, so, we got our work cut out for us.
And being 2nd in the Big Ten in rushing defense, the Iowa running backs will have a challenge on their hands come Saturday, especially going up against a 3-4 defense.
That they're excellent defense and that they're going to bring it every snap. So you got to make sure that you're mentally ready for the pounding that you're going to get, because there's going to be plenty of plays that are going to be 1-2 yard gains, and it's going to be a lot of stuff in there, because they have great players on their defense.
I'll see you guys inside Kinnick at 11 a.m. tomorrow. You can also catch the game on ESPN.
As for me, I'm taking the day off, but you'll still find me inside Kinnick, hopefully dancing on the video board. Noah, back to you.
For the Iowa and Wisconsin game this Saturday, Emmeline Dunham will be on the sidelines as the Iowa Hawkeyes kid captain. This is Emmeline. She is 11 years old from Wapello, Iowa. Emmeline was diagnosed with Down syndrome and had 2 heart defects when she was born. Recently, she has been having issues with her kidney, and after Saturday's game, Emmeline will be preparing for a kidney biopsy. We hope you have fun at the game, Emmeline. That is all we have for you today on Daily Iowan TV. Don't forget to pick up your Daily Iowan newspaper, where you can find out all your latest Hawkeye news in the pregame show. I'm Noah Gowdy. Thanks for watching.